So name as many Asian actors as you can.
There's the guy from Walking Dead. What's his name? I don't know. Two people from Lost.
Their names? I don't know. I don't. Wait, hold on.
Jackie Chan. Bruce Lee. Counts, right?
Well, I guess Bruce Lee counts because he did his own films. The guy from The Hangover, I don't know his name.
Oh, yeah.
Jackie Chan. Kung Lee did some movies.
The two people from Lost. That whole new show on ABC. Shoot. The guy from Heroes.
What roles do you typically see Asian actors in, male or female?
How do I see them?
Can you think of any?
Martial arts roles. Martial arts mostly. Or actually, that's it. That's all I can really think of.
Jackie Chan's like martial arts, kung fu, scientist. I think CSI does some.
Karate.
Okay, well in Lost, it's a married couple with their side character. Oh, this one show I watched, Mistresses. It's the same girl from Lost, and she's a psychologist.
Asian Americans in the media are scarce. In fact, oftentimes non-Asian individuals play Asian characters in films. This is known as yellowface. The few that are seen in film are frequently pigeonholed into the same offensive and typical roles. Asian men and women alike are often portrayed as martial artists, perpetual foreigners, or fopps, socially inept, and nerdy, geeky, or being good at math. Have you noticed a difference in the way that the men and women are portrayed?
I guess men they're in more in the martial arts. Women, they're more timid, shy, reserved.
I don't see a lot of women that are Asian acting.
I think they're portrayed among traditional values where the woman is always in the household cooking and cleaning.
While some depictions of Asian Americans are common to both men and women, it is important to note that their portrayal actually differs considerably in several areas. Asian American men are typically seen as villains, all-knowing or wise, and overall are undesirable as sexual partners. Asian women, however, are often seen as exotic and are therefore over-sexualized. They are commonly seen as prostitutes, promiscuous, and often as the dragon lady, which is somebody who is beautiful but deceitful and conniving. Some of these depictions stem from the model minority myth, such as being good at math and book smart or wise. Asian Americans are often believed to be enormously successful as immigrants, while that is not always the case. During what was known as the Yellow Peril, anti-Chinese propaganda depicted them stealing or harming American women. During World War II, anti-Japanese propaganda also depicted them as being monsters. Okay. And then tell me, what are the most common Asian stereotypes that you've heard?
They are bad drivers. They are good at math and science.
Yes. Bad drivers. Good in math and science. Grow up to be doctors, engineers, maybe a lawyer.
Most common are they're good at math, they can't drive, and
They play musical instruments in school, or piano, which is also, I guess, a musical instrument, but they don't play it as a career. They go to after-school programs.
Their parents want them to be doctors or engineers or lawyers.
They like mothballs in their house. That's what gives it its smell.
They go to after school. They go to Chinese school on Saturdays. They usually play some type of instrument and have a lot of different extracurricular activities.
They have a family member usually living in their house. This is so bad. There's more. I had more.
I guess if you've seen You Don't Mess with the Zohan, that pretty much sums it up. Like typical, like broken Arab accent, speaking English with maybe a turban on their head and a long beard.
I don't know.
Bollywood, I guess. I mean, they dance a lot, right?
Okay. And do you think that any of these stereotypes are accurate?
Well, I work at an after school that's predominantly Asian kids, and all of them complain to me about Chinese school on Saturday. And they usually have extracurricular activities like Taekwondo every Monday, Tuesday, or they go to art class. They're definitely pushed more to do more in the academic field, I guess.
No, not as general rules, no.
Okay.
No.
Okay, and do you have any additional comments on the topic?
I'm not a racist.
No, still want to look at that.
I mean, other than I don't really believe in stereotypes in general. Not really.
As we have seen, misrepresentations of Asian Americans in the media continues today, and this leads to the creation and perpetuation of hurtful stereotypes and overgeneralizations. We've all heard our share of stereotypes today, but how harmful are they really? Do people wholeheartedly accept them as truths, or do they dismiss them as offensive jokes? In order to determine the impact that these stereotypes have on the general population, we randomly surveyed 43 people between the ages of 15 and 54, though the vast majority were in their 20s. We spoke with 20 females and 23 males, and asked them to anonymously mark an answer to the following question on a small sheet of paper. Do you believe any of the common Asian American stereotypes are accurate or true? The results showed that 31 people chose yes, while 12 people chose no. That means that 72% of the people we surveyed answered yes to that question. We also asked for them to state their ethnicity and their age, and encouraged them to add any additional comments that they may have, though these portions were optional. We found that about 74% of the people we surveyed stated their ethnicities. Interestingly, of the Asian American individuals who participated in listing their ethnicity, 89% answered yes to the question, while only 11% answered no. Of the non-Asian Americans who listed their ethnicity, 68% answered yes, while 32% answered no. Some people were very open about the way that they felt, while others chose not to share more. We came across some comments while tallying up the slips, such as, "Stereotypes are stereotypes for a reason." "They can't drive." "Old Asian women can't drive." "Can't drive for shit." "Say R's for L's." "Take 30 minutes to back out of a space." "Some don't ever say excuse me when passing by or bumping into me." "Rude." "All Asians I know are smart." This tells us that the misrepresentations of Asian Americans in the media are in fact very harmful. People not only begin to feel that it is okay or acceptable to think this way, but they also begin to accept these hurtful exaggerations as truths. While this may seem discouraging, we still have hope of breaking these stereotypes. Counter-narratives serve to challenge mainstream media representations of Asian Americans, such as Joy Luck Club, Saving Face, and many more. Knowledge is the key to combating ignorance, and classes such as these will aid in breaking these stereotypes.